So choice here, we can stay in this big group or we can mill. Now that you're into milling, we can mill and find some friends and sit down. So either is fine. So I think what you're gonna find from these days until the last person, which is bio, that there is an interconnectedness in all their messages. So from yesterday, from our intention setting, and then the milling and the conversations you had prompted by the questions, and then to Alistair, and then our evening together, and then what you just heard. Oh, the check-in, of course, and then what you just heard from Joanna. What are things that are emerging, within your own internal ecosystem, that's starting to bubble. So do you feel you can have that conversation better with 3 people, 4 people? Or do we want to stay in the circle? Really your choice. It's just a way to help hear each other, hear ourselves, and then help integrate. Because we have a lot of other things today, so it's a moment to integrate. Processing with each other. Small groups? Okay. You want to mill first and go into small groups? Okay, mill! So how was that? Unpacking a little bit, integrating, listening, sharing, unpacking some more, recalibrating. Was that like, was it like that? No?
Yes.
Want to share some morsels with your group so we can learn? Think about it like digesting. So as we go through this journey, we have to keep on digesting, incorporating, integrating before we go into the next thing. Otherwise, you'll all have indigestion. Anyone had personal moments of insight or enlightenment that you want to share? You were surprised? You suddenly something went off, a light went off in your mind, in your body, or even a little realization. So think about the sharing as acts of generosity.
So we found ourselves in our group, and we all came up. We were all there, very moved. We were just all sitting there with tears in our eyes, with nothing to say. But what we did find we were all feeling and sharing with each other was that that we had all somehow been transported to this place of sensing, I suppose, by what not by the words that she said, but by what she had conveyed as another soul to us, I suppose. But what I wanted to say was, my biggest experience of it was that when being in that little group, there was some kind of collective grieving that happened, and support for each other, and just there was some kind of renewal that happened, that we could be close to all that beautiful, horrible suffering and feel more comfortable with it because we were sitting together around it.
I think we got into a really interesting conversation about grief and how we're not able to celebrate grief. So for example, at funerals nowadays, crying is seen to be an embarrassment. However, back in those days, siapa yang, what's the grandmother called? Yang nangis tu? Mogiat. Mogiat. One of the, mostly the grandmothers will cry loudly, so everybody could cry together and share that grief. But then now we don't really practice that anymore. Yes. So even I just knew about this clearly. So I think it's more on recognizing our emotions. I think Yilan also brought up a good point where nowadays we live in this era where we're oversharing, but then the things we share are not really how we feel, are just mostly what we share are just nice things or surface things, but we don't really share our deep frustrations, our deep sorrow, deep things. We might see posts about a person every day, we might see stories about a person every day, but it's a very surface area. Maybe their achievements, maybe their latest work, but not really the nitty-gritty things inside. And I think it's so important for us to really start there, to really start by really feeling what we are feeling and then expressing that. And then at the end of the day, using that as a strength. I think all of us here are connected because of how we are so frustrated about the world and how we are so frustrated about how the earth is being treated, or how our communities are being treated. But then, how do we really express that honestly and really embody that and be real with our feelings, and then find that strength together, and then we are so much stronger. So I think there's a lot of hope to this also from this session. Yeah, so that's from me. Thank you.
I mean, I did some personal digging for a while, asking why do I have really hard time showing or feeling grief. I think growing up, I think it's a old Asian style of parenting, where if we were to fall, at least with my parents and my aunts, they would say, "Okay, stop crying. It doesn't hurt." So it may seem something simple, but then when you grow older and you go through something that's painful, you tell yourself not to feel it, because they make it like it's such a grief or anger is such a negative energy. They don't see it as a release. Instead of saying, "I know it hurts, it's okay to cry," they say, "Okay, enough, stop crying, it doesn't hurt that much." And then you grow up holding in pain. And maybe that makes you more put together, but you don't know deep down, you're just piling on shit. And then one day you just explode and you're like, you can't pinpoint which shit you didn't flush out, in your previous breakdown. So what we collectively felt just now, because you mentioned, what is the emerging theme that happened with conversation with Alistair and Joanna just now. I remember one very small part Alistair mentioned something that made him feel irritated, and I think he said he tried to be okay with it, but he can't. And I think I resonate with that because when something hurts me, I don't want to feel it. I tell myself, oh, I'm unbothered. Because for some reason, someone started this trend, it's cool to be unbothered. But little do you know, you're actually bothered and you keep it inside. And then, like I said, you just explode out of nowhere. And with what Joanna mentioned just now is, she kept on saying about how we should just feel and live, let ourselves be human, and it's okay to grieve. It's okay to feel pain, because we subconsciously avoid the topic because it is difficult to feel the heavy energy of being sad and grieving, and people tell you, oh, don't dwell in it. But actually there is no set time on how long you should heal, and healing is not linear. And I think it's something that people should be more flexible about when they go about something like heavy. So I think, to summarize, learn to flush the shit out early. Yeah. No, don't let it accumulate. Yeah, that's all from me.
So in this session, there's been a lot of talk about the body, kan? Either this body or the celestial bodies. There are many bodies. And the thing about with deep ecology is the body. This body connects to the greater bodies and the web of all life. So this practice is about how do we rekindle the connections. So firstly, we have to feel our own bodies, like get into our own bodies. Some of us, we may be a little bit blocked, we may be a little bit keras or stiff, or we got so busy, we doing all our various things. So it's trying to get everything to flow again, with, kind of within, between, and beyond. So thank goodness we have this human over here who studied dance and psychology. So it came via Ilan saying, that's this girl here. And then, here she is. She just jumped on a plane and came. So she's gonna help us with the kind of unraveling of our knots and blockages, and doing a little bit of acupuncture on ourselves. As you can see in the middle, there's an altar of many things. And then you just follow her lah. So the council of all beings is us being free enough to begin to embody all beings, not just, like this literal me, Cynthia, but the orangutan, the wind, the plants, and whatever chooses you to express themselves.
Okay, all right. So I will be facilitating this session. Throughout the whole thing, when you move, there's no such thing as a right way or a wrong way, and everybody moves differently. So you might see the person next to you, they might be more fluid, but don't judge yourself. And also, I think the biggest thing is not to judge yourself. I think it's not really about what other people think. I think we struggle a lot about, especially when it comes to moving, since it's so foreign, we're not used on moving so much. We might feel awkward, like I feel shy, I feel weird. but moving is the basis of all animalistic. Like when a child is born, they have no words, and you communicate to a child with movement, with sound, with gestures. So let's go back, to the beginning of time. Let's try to put language aside. Let's try not to talk as much as possible. But throughout this time, we will just embody that and just put all the judgments aside and really be in your body. Okay? So before we start, we're just gonna say a little prayer. Okay, so everybody just close your eyes. If you're comfortable to hold hands to the person next to you, that would be good. Try to go in closer that you can't reach. Alright, so let's just all give a little rub on the person's head next to you. Just feel a little friction. Okay? And from here, I'm going to be passing energy ball around. So when you feel a squeeze, pass it to your right. When you feel a squeeze, pass it to your right. Yeah. When you feel a squeeze, pass it to your right. I think the squeeze stopped. Okay, let's try again. Pay attention to a squeeze. When you feel a squeeze, pass it to your right. Okay? Okay, let's go faster. Just really feeling the impulse. Another one coming. And as we do this, try to take in deep breath. So inhale. And really exhale. When you inhale, try to inhale in with your nose. And when you exhale, you can exhale through your mouth or your nose. But inhale with your nose and exhale with your mouth. Really let it out. If you need to vocalize it, please don't hold back. Don't hold back. This is a session where you just want to let everything out. Yes, thank you, Cynthia. Inhale and exhale. Keep going. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep going. Doesn't have to be together at different time. Take in your own breath. We're gonna do this 7 times at your own time. 7 times at your own time. Take in as deep as you can. Go at your own time. And really feel your lungs expand. Okay, just close your eyes. If you make a funny sound, you can just laugh and continue breathing, yeah? Take your time, take your time. No rushing here. Just take in your breath. And as we continue focusing on our breath, use this time to really set your intentions. For me, if I'm facilitating this, I would ask for strength to hold the circle. For you, it could be to take the judgments away. For you to focus on letting go. For you to focus on moving, maybe healing. Whatever your intentions are, set it for yourself as you continue to take in your breath and feel your lungs. So we'll take some time to set an intention or one focus, just one focus that will help you stay focused throughout the next 2.5 hours. The wind is hearing us. To do this, just feel the energy. Just call upon the energy from the earth, from Gaia, to prepare you for this session, to prepare your body and your soul and your mind and of course your heart to be fully present, to be fully focused, to really listen to what's inside of your heartbeat. And when you're ready, slowly let go and put one hand onto your heart and the other hand onto your belly. And just feel your heartbeat on your right hand, and on your left hand, feel your breath going in and out of your tummy. Every time you expand, you take in breath, your tummy is supposed to expand. And when you exhale, you should be feeling your tummy inflate. So try to focus on your breath and focus on your heartbeat. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Slowly rest your arms down. Alright, so let's give a little tingling on our fingers. Just move a bit, don't sit too still, be comfortable. Let loose on your shoulders, that's where we hold the most tension. If you need to stretch, you need to go down, you need to lie down. Do whatever your body needs. If your back is pain, you could lie down. But let's just take a few minutes to really feel what your body needs, to give your body permission to do whatever it needs. If you need to lie down, you need to move, you need to stretch, you need to put your leg up, you need to put your leg down. Just continue exploring. Put your human being aside and just try to go back to earth. Find your inner child, find your inner animal, and just, connect to the ground, feel the ground. Don't be afraid to explore gently. You can see Yogi is a sloth lying down. Just do what your body needs. So, we're gonna start the council. So when I hit this drum, it means we're officially into our state of our body, our embodiment, and we will start our practice and our warm-up together. Okay? Right. Okay, everybody, let's just hands up. Try to reach for the sky. And down. Go down. Slowly up. Let's just use this to just look at everybody in the space. Look at their eyes. Look at each other's eyes. And we're just gonna go around, crawling. But everybody pay attention to each other's eyes. Stand up. Alright, we're just gonna bounce. Takkan lah, you guys don't know this, kan? Let's just go around. Anyway. Alright, when I touch you, you are the predator. And when you are the predator, you want to destroy your prey. And you as being the prey, you have to try your best to resist that. Okay? So if I touch you, you become the predator. One more time. Okay? So this time, those who did not got touched, you become the predator. Alright? So those who got touched now, you are the prey. Okay? So again, let's put our humanistic aside, okay? We are all in a jungle. We're all four-legged. Let's go four-legged, okay? And you don't know who is the prey. You don't know who is the predator. But that's why you have to pay attention. And when you see your predator, how would you fight back? And predator, how do you tackle your prey and hunt them down? Okay? So pay full attention, no talking, and we're gonna start. Okay? So when I hit 3 times, you're just gonna be moving in the forest, in the ecosystem again. Moving first. Don't reveal your identity. And then when I hit 1 time, that's where you change and be that being. Alright? Alright. And go. I think we will need consequences. So if you are caught and you cannot fight back, that means you are caught and we will have a small punishment later. A small sacrifice. Okay? But if you cannot hunt your prey down, so once you catch one person, so one predator, okay, pay attention now. One predator, you have to eye on one prey, just one prey. You have to court it, eye on it, and find a way to capture it. Okay? And once you capture it, then your prey is under attack. But if your prey can detect it and run away, then the prey loses. The predator loses. Okay? Any question? Your prey and prey don't know. Predator and predator don't know who are each other also. So if you are a predator, you have to also communicate and tell the person that you are a predator. Faham tak? So how do you communicate without words? Don't tell them, "Ui, saya bukan." Like how do you communicate without words and tell them that wrong person, okay? How do you communicate that? So that is also your challenge. How do you communicate? All right? So no talking. Whoever talks will be sacrificed also. Whoever laugh will be sacrificed also. All right? So no laughing, no talking. Anything else? All right?
Like sound like growling.
Itu boleh. Yeah, if you want to growl, Okay? So as you do this, pay attention to the space also. Don't just be so concerned of this. Like if you are a prey or you are a predator, you're always constantly milling the forest. You want to look for food. Like embody that. Okay? And yeah.
I think we can go down here too.
You can go down there too, yes. Please use the space. You can crawl and all. But around this area lah, jangan lari sampai Cynthia's house lah kan. Alright? Okay, any questions everybody? Any questions? Alright. Let the battle begin. Alright, please go into your form. Let's go around. Pay attention to the space as well. Don't be so focused on running away. Don't be so focused on attacking. But just exploring the land first. Really recognizing where you're at. Are you at a new land? Are you at your own territory? Do you own this space? So pay attention and really redefine who you are. Does this space belong to you? Are you a passenger? Try to explore your movement. Don't just stay in your forelimbs. Try to rub against the floor. Right now, you're just in the exploration mode. Alright, now you can move with two. You constantly need 3 limbs on the ground. 3 limbs. Try to walk a bit faster. If this is a 1 to 10, you want to walk at a 6. Just breeze walking. Just letting everything ground down again to your feet. We're gonna start the council, the attack. Ready? If you're a prey, predator. Keep going, keep going, keep moving. The attack is gonna happen soon. One down, 2 down, 3 down.
My predator is down. I'm still standing.
Your predator is down. All right. Okay, let's go back to our circle. So, siapa yang kena makan? Who was down? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then who was your predator? You this one predator. Okay, stand next to your predator. Predator, prey, stand together.
Pray. Guess I should call you daddy.
Okay, so ini okay. Try explain siapa prey, siapa predator.
I was the predator.
Okay, and you caught him.
Yeah, I caught him. I saw him running from someone. I think it was Ned.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I was like walking towards, and then I saw him, and then I just jumped out.
Okay. All right, who was the second one down? Okay, siapa yang down?
She caught me first. I was crawling next to her, and I didn't realize it's a predator. She smelled me, and then but then I wrestle with her. I managed to run. I went all the way here, and then this one.
Wow.
And then struggling. This one came also. Good leg lah.
Ini sedap mah.
Makan my leg. This one makan my top body.
Okay. All right, who else kena makan? Okay, who ate you?
Islan.
Okay.
I was quite clear from danger for a while, and then I wanted to explore. Then I could sense his gaze. He's like,
You could sense
he's
it.
just following. He's just looking. And I knew he was coming my direction. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get over this guy. But then there's a lot of action happening here. I think Kenneth was dying. So I'm like, there's one opening to the door on the left, but Rizlan's kind of here, and then like everything here, I cannot cross her. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot. So I darted and I got, but then I slipped a little bit, so I was on my side, and I could see Rizlan. I was like, I'm gonna go, and I cleared, and I fell, and I see Rizlan, and I'm like, this is it. This is it. I cannot let her do it. Yeah. I was so close. One fall, and then like, game over.
So guys, that was just the warm up. Okay, that was just the warm up. Okay, so now each of you will be given 10 minutes, okay, to go out in the wild to really find your being. Okay, so you don't have to be an animal. You could be the mountain, you could be the clouds, you could be the soil, you could be all the elements that are here, you could be whatever your first impulse is. First impulse. Most of you might already think about it now already. Okay? But then 10 minutes, okay, go out there and really figure out what you are, who you are, okay? And then you could write down what you are to be clear for yourself. Or if you need to add a tail, if you need to add whiskers, if you need to add water, I don't know, symbolize something to help you embrace that even more, feel free to also take the leaves, paste it on your body, take the soil, rub it on your skin, whatever that you need to really embody that figure. Okay? So you could be any figure from the ecology, so anything that is natural. Okay? So you could be fuel also, right? Fuel. Gas. Like oil. Fossil fuel. Okay, you could be anything, okay? Embrace it, but within the ecology. Again, you could use something to help you symbolize it. We have loads of crafts here. Paper, pen, feathers. 10 minutes, you could, if you have a shirt that you need to help yourself, I don't know, 10 minutes, okay? To really characterize yourself, okay? So, go out there, be, and then when you come back, you're transformed, and we will continue the session. So, I will demonstrate how it will look like. So they will have two parts of the session, okay? So the first part, no talking at all. No talking. Just figuring out and keeping it to yourself. Okay? So, before that, let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? You can start 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 2. 3, 4. Okay, just like. Okay, so 1 in this box, 2 in this box, 3 in that box, 4 in that box. Okay? So I hope you guys have not revealed who you are. Okay? So in this 4, sit in your circle, sit in your own circle. You can make your circle bigger. Okay, this 4 make your circle bigger. Okay, so what we will do for the next 20 minutes is each of us are gonna go. You don't have to go into the middle of the circle, but you could everybody will take turn to reveal to the group who you are without telling them who you are. So everything will be full movement, full embodiment of who you are. No talking, okay? You can make sound, just no language, no verbal language. that humans can understand. Anything that humans don't understand is perfectly welcome. Okay? Do you guys think you guys know who each other are? Some of you may be very obvious, maybe. But some, I'm sure you guys cannot figure out what they are. So we're going to take this to the next level. All right, now it's the big circle. We will share to everybody. So we will start with embodying first. After the embodying, we will share our suffering as that being. So as you guys sit down, also think about what you are suffering, being that being. Okay, so we're gonna start by showing your embodiment, your movement, and then go into verbal, you telling the humans. So that's where you talk to the humans about what you're going through, your suffering, what you need. Okay? And then that is where, okay, the third one is where human respond. So this is something where, what do you guys do as humans sitting around this ecology? What do you do about it? Okay, so you could put your hands, you could all come in and touch the person, you could lift the being up, you could pour water if it's drying or something. Okay? Anybody not clear? Okay, so first, everybody will take turn, yeah? Everybody will go, okay? So you will go in and you will talk and then you will embody that. If you feel that you are water and you maybe hear a tree that is drying up, that is dying, and you feel the impulse to go near it, to nurture it, please feel free also. If you're uncomfortable just sitting, you could react to it. So if you see something crumbling down and there is this impulse in you, whether it's your human impulse, whether it's your being impulse, that you have to be near it, you have to do something, or you want to react. Like let's say you are a bird and this person who is demonstrating is a tree and it's falling, and if you're a bird, like you can react to it as well. So as you sit out here, you are human, but if your form feels something to respond, you could respond also. Let's have an opening and a closing so we know when somebody wants to start and somebody ends. If not, we might not know. Okay, so we will just do this. Okay, this is, you want to start. Okay, it's just a short while. You could do this, you could do this, you could do this, but basically it's just to tell everybody, okay, I'm going to start, and okay, I ended, so the next person can continue. All right. Okay, I am peed on, I am stepped on every single day for others to see what's below them. I am strong. Nothing can build me. I cannot be rebuilt. I am the only one. I am the tallest of them all. I am the strongest of them all. I am fierce. I stand still.
and the river. What's going to the sea? But the volume of the water is now very shallow. So the fish and the living beings inside are troubled.
I've been all over the world and I've helped. I bring movement to those with no legs. Many people think I am gentle, but I can be strong. I can be angry. But I can also bring guidance to those who are lost.
My friend was here. I move sometimes together, sometimes not. From the north to the south, bringing clouds, moving the clouds. And I can fly. I move in plenty of ways. I hear whispers from the trees, from the animals. Whispers of love through the land. Whispers of sadness. Cries of where it's dry. The earth, I know where it goes. I am unseen, but I can be felt. Always neglected, because my energy was never considered. My job. My job used to be regular.
Used to be full time. Now I'm freelancer.
Used to be a schedule I have to follow. But now I'm not in control of the schedule anymore. And I fall everywhere. At the wrong, even at the wrong time, and the wrong amount. And many people hate me so much. Sometimes I commit murders, especially humans. I destroy their houses, their properties. But I don't really want to blame myself. It might be their mistake too. I do hope they realize one day. But for now, whatever happens to these humans, serve them right.
I am small, but I color your life. I give you good health. I give you healing. And I'm also worshipped as a symbol of a Hindu god. I'm easily forgotten, but I'm very easy to grow. and you may find me wherever you go. Unfortunately, I feel very dry. I could use some rain, some wind, so that my seeds get spread out far, and I may grow and touch your lives with more color.
All right. As we end this, we're just gonna rub our palms. All right, and then turn to your left. Turn to your left, and you're just gonna hold the shoulder in front of you. Okay, don't move. Okay. Okay, let's go closer. Okay, just gonna hold the shoulder in front of you. Okay. And then we're just gonna give each other a good massage. Okay, we could sit down. Let's sit down. But continue giving your partner a massage, yeah? You could sit however you're comfortable. You can massage the arms, but basically giving the other being some love, yeah? Some love. Alright. And then just thank the people next to you. Thank you. Thank you.